Hello, I'm Laura. It's Monday, November 17th, 2025, and these are today's Heartlines. Our theme this week for Heartlines is Holding the Vision. And today we are holding the vision of freedom. And this topic was actually inspired by two revolutions in history that have been brought to my attention recently. One is celebrated in a holiday today, which is Revolution Day in Mexico. And that revolution began in 1910 when Francisco Madero inspired his countrymen to push back against an authoritarian dictatorial reign of Porfirio Diaz, who had claimed a false presidency over Madero, who had won a presidential election. Now, Madero, his presidency lasted about 3 years before he was assassinated, and the Revolutionary War itself lasted 10 years. So when you hold a vision of democracy and freedom for people, sometimes it takes a long time to bring into realization. In fact, in the United States, we are still working on bringing into realization, into tangible reality, the unalienable rights written of in our Declaration of Independence back in 1776. And that's the second revolution that inspires today's message. A revolution of which it was said in a new documentary by Ken Burns that it was actually a struggle for those unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for all people. Wow. So where does freedom begin? Where does it begin? If we go to where it begins and hold that in our minds and in our hearts, then every day we can contribute to the overall freedom for all people in our personal relationships, by our respect for others, and in our society as a whole. So our freedom begins in our own thinking. Our own thinking. Sometimes we don't free ourselves up enough to even hold such a vision for humanity. We might just give up on it because we have seen so much, not just in our headlines, but in history. But if we continue to hold that vision, then we can contribute to making it more real for more people, and especially for ourselves. So we're going to do that right now by taking a moment of silent reflection to hold a special thought in our hearts. So let's take a deep breath and close our eyes. And hold to this special thought. I take a revolutionary approach to life, releasing the authority of limited thinking and stepping into the freedom of empowering vision for myself and for all of humanity. I take a revolutionary approach to life, releasing the authority of limited thinking and stepping into the freedom of empowering vision for myself and for all of humanity. And so it is. So happy Revolution Day. Because whether you are in Mexico or in the United States or somewhere else in the world, today can be your day of claiming your freedom. Because revolution also refers to a circular movement that comes back to a new beginning. When something makes a full revolution, it begins again. Have a wonderful day.